found success, my brother. That's why my best days are ahead of me. I am richer than I ever been.
Richer than I ever been. Ha 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 ha.
God bless you, my brother.
For life.
So many people are afraid of the kitchen. Don't be. Get in there and cook. A lot of what inspires me is my Meemaw. She would go in the kitchen and prepare meals which could feed an army, her army. And a lot of what she knew came from the amazing parents that raised her. Southern cuisine not only soothes my palate, but flows through my blood. From Meemaw, Papa, and Granny. Collards, neck bones, peach cobbler, grits and sausage for breakfast. All the things from my childhood, etched in my memory forever. It's my turn now to take the recipes I love and make some of them for the first time on camera. This is where Southern meets City, and I am Alexander Love.
But first, I think we have to get past those leering eyeballs hiding in the bushes.
More peanuts? I'll have you know that I'm skilled in the ancient art of karate. Hi-ya!
My people aren't traditional fighters. There's only one way to get past them.
Create a diversion and launch a surprise attack on their rear flank?
No. Battle dance.
Searching for the perfect beat, looking for the perfect.
What's up, everybody? It's Alexander Love. It's Alexander Love. Alexander Love back at you guys with another episode of Where Southern Meets City. We have my favorite, if not actually my favorite out of all my favorites, the peanut butter pie. This is a no-bake cheesecake. Nutter butter peanut butter pie. It has many different names. The ingredients that we have for this peanut butter pie, this nutter butter peanut butter pie, we have our sweetened condensed milk, our Philadelphia cream cheese, our butter, our graham crackers so we can make a nice crust with that. We have our nutter butter cookies, a family size nutter butter pack of cookies. We have our most important ingredient, Jif peanut butter, creamy. Now you can get the peanut butter with the nuts in it if you want to, if you want a little bit more crunch, but I feel like since I have my nutter butter cookies, I think that's gonna be enough. But we have the creamy peanut butter. I'm really excited. A bitch really wants to eat something sweet, so I decided to make this peanut butter pie tonight and see how it turns out with you guys tonight on camera. Let's get in the kitchen and let's get started, okay? Let's get started. All right, so, numero uno. Number one, wash your hands. Do that first. So we have our oven preheating to 350 degrees so we can pop our crust in the oven. I'm gonna do, let's do 2 packs. Why not? So we're gonna take it, keep it kind of open a little bit, and just break it. This is a hard dish. Take out some aggression. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and use the pre-made crust, you can. Make it however you like it. But I do think that it's better when you make your own crust. You can taste the love in it. Like it. Get it from the back. Have it from the back. Like you like that. Hey, bitch, where's my muffin? Oh, money. We're gonna pour all of our nice little crumbs. Oh, girl. It's a little snack. 4, 7, 10, 13, 14, 15. I'm just gonna use this. This is my little holder for all my little corks out of my wine bottles. It's really just a base, but I'm gonna use this do whatever you want. Just get them all crushed up like you did the graham crackers, okay? Now, pretty much what I did is I used half of the pack of Nutter Butters in the crust, and I'm gonna keep the other half to garnish the top. Put the Nutter Butter in there. We got another bowl here, and we're gonna take some of our butter, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and start with a stick of butter. Now, you guys know how sand is. I don't know if you bitches ever been to a beach, but if you have, you want your crust to kind of resemble like a sand-like texture. It'll meld in the pan better if you do it that way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a stick of butter, okay? I'm gonna pop this in the microwave. Gonna let that melt. But I want this just to be a nice fat-ass peanut butter pie, okay? Just a nice thick bitch-ass peanut butter pie, pretty much. We got that. I slammed that motherfucking microwave. Don't y'all hate when niggas slam the microwave? Especially when you try to sleep. I got my half a stick of melted butter, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour all that in there. Just gonna pour it all in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put another half stick of butter in. Pour the rest of that in there. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah. I'll put it all in there like that. Put that crust back on up in there like that. Flatten her out with your hands. So while you wash your hands. So you're gonna get a little messy with this. Put a little bit more crust in there. Push it down in those creases. Add crust to use all that shit. We waste not, won't not around this motherfucker, okay? So I got a little bit more for this side. Pour it right in the middle, and we're gonna just finish pressing it. Yeah. We got the oven preheated to 350. What I'm gonna do is pop this in the oven for about 10 minutes. She looking pretty. Pop it in the oven. Pop that in the oven. Now we're gonna let her cook for about 5-10 minutes. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start off by putting 2 blocks of our cream cheese in the bowl. If I can get this open. I should have pre-opened it. We're gonna go ahead and drop that in there like that. Flat out, just like that. Throw that in the sink out the way. Boom, we'll get it later. Flat out. Ah. Okay, we in business. That's a big cheesecake though. Should I do 3 blocks of cream cheese? Let's do 3. What is it gonna hurt, huh? What is it gonna hurt, huh? Flat out. Do it like this. This shit's so sweet. Ooh, if I was a food item, I would be sweetening this milk. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna do about 3/4 of a can. Because I got 3 blocks in there. And then we're gonna test it out first. We're gonna mix it and make sure it's good. It's starting to taste good. You can speed her ass up. Dang. Light speed, baby. We're getting her nice and thick, getting her nice and mixed. Now this is really thick. The reason you don't want to add too much of that sweet condensed milk is because it's really sweet. And also it'll loosen up your mixture a lot if you put in too much. So you want to add in a little and then keep adding it as you need it to sweeten it, right? So we're going to taste a little. Let's see. Like it's good, but it's not there yet. We just took our motherfucking graham cracker crust, the one that we had pressed in that pan. We took it out of the oven. We're going to let her ass sit on the stove for about 5-10 minutes. She got to get cool before we put this in there, okay? We're going to sit her over here by us so she can watch what we doing. She can watch what we doing. It's not necessarily, it's not sweet yet. I'm going to go ahead and add probably a little bit more in there. Okay, so what we have there is it's getting kind of, don't. Bitch, do not play with me. That's good. Now, what is missing is some vanilla. For the vanilla, I'm gonna put probably like a teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons in this. Let's see. I want it to be creamy just like that. We're gonna beat our peanut butter into this. That's what she giving right now, see? She a little loose though, so this peanut butter is gonna bring her together. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my little trusty handy dandy right here, and we're gonna do a nice, probably about, I say about 3/4 of a cup to start. It's about a cup. We'll put a cup in. Now peanut butter is very strong, so you really don't need much before you start realizing it's different. Like this. I can eat this just like this. Wow. Now, our secret. We got this little whipped topping. I know it's off-brand motherfucking Cool Whip, but it's my whipped topping. We're gonna fold this into our mixture, and when we fold this into our mixture, what it's gonna do is it's gonna add a little bit more richness, right? It's gonna kind of even out that peanut butter taste, but it's gonna make it creamier and fluffy. It's gonna make it really nice and fluffy. So right now, that's probably the biggest thing is you want to make sure that the consistency of your cream cheese filling is not runny. You see how it's on that spoon and it's sitting on the spoon? That's a good sign. It's gonna slide, but it's taking forever to slide. You want that. You don't want it to be really runny because it needs to sit up. It needs to get, it needs to come together. So if it's already kind of thick before you put it in the refrigerator, then it'll be great when it's done. That's the one thing a bitch do not want is her cheesecake to be running when she cut into that motherfucker. You know what I mean? But this trick is from my grandma. It's from my Mima. She always said fold in a little bit of whipped toppings. Just fold it in. Don't mix it in because you don't want to whip that air out. But we're going to fold in a little bit of this whipped topping. And that's going to help kind of make her light and fluffy. I'm going to lick these. Y'all ain't got to even worry about what I'm about to do with these, the beaters. I'm going to lick those. I'm going to lick them bitches down. You're going to take it. And when you mix, you're going to cut halfway through, fold it over. Fold it over. Fold it over. And it's cold, but she'll get mixed in. She gonna get mixed in. Ooh, right? Oh, look at that. Y'all see that? Oh, y'all not ready. And what that's doing is it's making it fluffy. You see that? It's adding that whip to it. And it's making it fluffy. And that's what we want. We want a nice fluffy mixture. And I'm gonna take a little bit more. For this whole thing, I'm probably gonna end up using all of this, to be honest. I'm gonna do, give me a second. I know y'all probably like, Alexandra, if you stick your finger in that goddamn pot, in that bowl, one more again. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the filling on the side of the bowl like that. Let me show you. I can't wait. Remember those crumbs from earlier, those graham crackers? I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of them bitches on there like that. And then I'm gonna take my fork that I already used. Mima was definitely right. The whipped cream just makes it so fluffy. Told you I'm a fat bitch. I'm gonna get it in here and get it in the freezer because it's gonna set up quicker in the freezer. And if it does freeze, it's okay, but before you eat it, take it out and let it kind of thaw out a little bit, and then you can go from there. Put it all in there. Yep, I got it all the way up around that whole entire thing, which is what I wanted. I'm gonna go ahead and we just gonna drop these motherfuckers in there. Boop, 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 boop. Kind of slide these over like that. Make space, bitches. I'm coming in. Then what I'm gonna do, so they're gonna kind of just sit up in there. I'm gonna take a little bit of my graham crackers and put those goes right on top. So when this bitch come out, she ready to cut. We gonna just hit her like this with the graham crackers on top like this. They're like little penises on top of the cheesecake. Like little ball sacks. Little nuts. Anyway, I'm gonna show y'all what this look like. Look at that. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see her? Y'all see her? Y'all see her? In the words of Auntie Sa, y'all see her. Y'all see her ass. Okay, we're gonna take this and we're gonna sit this in the oven. We're gonna keep it, not in the oven. I'm stupid as fuck. I already put it in the oven. If I put it in the oven now, it's just gonna, it ain't got no egg in it, so it ain't gonna cook up. We're gonna put this in the freezer and we're gonna let this just freeze. We're gonna let this bitch freeze, okay? That is another episode of Where Southern Meets City. I'm Alexander Love, and I'm gonna have to wrap all this up right here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and officially end this video out. And probably tomorrow when I can cut into that and take the spring form off of it and show y'all what it's really hitting for, okay? Hopefully it's hit